My name is John Franklin Finch, and I am a Chicago area comedic character actor. I'm also the fun guy, and what I do is I bring you something so unique, unusual, and different, it stands out from any other entertainment experience you will ever have. My own original one-man traveling musical comedy theater extravaganza as performed by the Character Man. Basically what I do is I take you into our magical fun taxi cab. We go around the whole world in this wonderful United States, and I take you to where all these plays take place, ranging from Oklahoma to My Fair Lady to Fiddler on the Roof. We get out of the cab, I get into the character I portray, such as Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof, or L.A. Hackman, Oklahoma, or the father in My Fair Lady, Alfred Doolittle. We get back in the cab till we get back to our home base. It's something that's different, something that's with clean, classic comedic entertainment. I've done it for years, and now I'm bringing it to you. John Franklin Finch, the fun guy, is here to entertain you, make you feel good, make you feel joyful, and make you feel happy inside. So come on my trip, my wonderful It's What's Inside trip, into my wonderful cab. I guarantee you enjoy it. And besides, I'm the fun guy. So have fun. Didn't that feel good? Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Nothing of kings, nothing of crowns. Bring on the liars, lovers, and clowns. Old situations, new complications, nothing pretentious or polite. Tragedy tomorrow, comedy tonight. And by some chance, I had brought my dice along, and as I stood in the holler, someone fade me. But the passengers, they knew right from wrong. For the people said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. The people said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under with a soul so heavy you'll never float. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. There's girls and drinks all over London, and I got but a few hours to track 'em down, for I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Pull up a stopper, let's have a whopper, but get me to the church on time. I gotta be there in the morning, spruced up and ready in me prime. Girls, come and kiss me. Sure, you miss me. But get me to the church on time. Lord, I know there's no great sin to be poor, but there's no great sin to be rich, huh? Once again, my poor milk horse has broken down. I know he's one of your creatures and deserves the respect of all. But dear Lord, when the man goes before the cart, it is written right here in the Holy Scriptures. Oy vey, why am I telling you? I know you wrote it. Oi! Oi! If I were a rich man, diddle-diddle-digga-digga-diddle-diddle-dum, all day long I'd bitty-bitty-bit. If I were a wealthy man. I remember one time I was stuck in this window, getting over, oh, so dizzy, going around and around and around. Don Quixote came off his beautiful black horse, put me down on the ground and said, Sancho, what were you doing on the windmill to begin with? I said, well, Don Quixote, I was in the windmill to see which way we were going. He said, next time, Sancho, take a plane. I like him. I really like him. Pluck out my fingernails one by one. I like him. I don't have a very good reason, since I've been with him cooking nuts have been in season. But there's nothing I can do. Chop me up for onion stew. Farmer Cons, this is a nice flower I'm offering you. I'm a peaceful guy. I don't want to fight. Can't you understand? I didn't know she was your daughter, Farmer Cons. I'm just a poor traveling peddler. It's a scandal. It's an outrage how a gal gets a husband today. If you make one mistake in the moonlight right, they tell you a contract that you make it every night. It's a scandal. It's an outrage. There's only one thing we can do. We've got to start a revolution. Hey, Farmakans, look, I traded the... There's nothing wrong with you physically. Rocky, you played 3 days with a broken arm. And Smokey, you bang into those fences till you drive me crazy. And the rest of you, there's nothing wrong with you physically, but it's your mental attitude that stinks. Now listen here. You've got to have heart. All you really need is heart. When the ads will say that you'll never win, that's when the grin should start. You got to have hope. Mustn't sit around and mope. Nothing's half as bad as it may appear. Wait till next year and hope. When your luck is batting 0. Playgoers! Sit down. Sit. Roll off the floor. If I were well, fingernails. The contract that you make. Mustn't sit around. Didn't that feel good? Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Nothing of kings, nothing of crowns. Bring on the liars, lovers, and clowns. Old situations, new complications, nothing pretentious or polite. Tragedy tomorrow, comedy tonight. And by some chance, I had brought my dice along, and as I stood in the holler, someone fade me. But the passengers, they knew right from wrong. For the people said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. The people said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under with a soul so heavy you'll never float. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat.